19 companies are getting Yelped at today. Think those online reviews of where to go and what to eat are worth it? Well, the New York Attorney General, Eric Schneiderman, slapped big fines on companies accused of creating fake customer reviews. But is spending the money on this year-long investigation really worth it? Joining me now from both sides of the aisle, criminal attorney Anna Young. We also have Peter Shankman, author of Nice Companies Finish First. Thanks to both of you for joining us. Anna, let me start with you. Part of this was a sting operation where they posed as a company that was, or a restaurant, I think it was, that was really upset about negative reviews. And they called these various companies and said, can you help me? Can you generate a bunch of fake positive reviews? And they found a resounding number of respondents saying, yeah, we can do that. So is it pretty common?
Yes, it absolutely is, Melissa. It's a huge problem, and I applaud the New York Attorney General's office in raising awareness with respect to this problem. I just don't know how effective it's going to be, because at the end of the day, it's going to be so difficult to be able to tell the difference between what a real review is and what a fake review is. And let me just tell you, I'm a small business owner myself. I'm a hardworking attorney. I work really hard for my clients. I think sometimes when these companies become overzealous in trying to ferret out what they believe to be fake reviews, it really affects the innocent small business owner who has legitimate reviews that are hidden from the public because these companies think that they're fake.
That's interesting.
So where do you draw this line?
Yeah, no, and Peter, I mean, I just wonder, where do they draw the line? We've heard about businesses here in New York. Some of our staff have been there, where they've said, bring in a positive review that you've posted, print it out, and we'll give you a free pitcher of beer. Yeah. Now, in theory, that's a legitimate review because it's somebody who, it's a regular person, a real customer. On the other hand, they were paid for it.
There's no difference in that and my saying to your other guest, hey, you know what? I'll pay you $5 if you tell Melissa I'm awesome. The bigger issue here is, I applaud the Attorney General for keeping it honest, but the bigger issue here is the fact that Yelp has serious negative problems, okay? You can't create a company designed for reviews by people who you don't know. How do I know that any of those reviews are not a shill for the company? Yeah. And what we're finding more and more is that companies that get a couple of good reviews, and there are documented cases of this, they get a couple of good reviews, then they get a phone call from Yelp saying, hey, you know what, you should really advertise with us, get some more. If they say no, all those good reviews suddenly disappear. You can't really make a business on extortion. I've never seen that work.
Well, see, I also don't know. I'm surprised that these are of any value. I feel like the reviews on these sites aren't worth anything, but then there was a Harvard study that shows 1 star on Yelp directly translates to 5 to 9% increase in revenue.
But here's
they were able to see it happen.
Well,
go ahead, Anna. You go first.
As a small business owner, I can really attest to that. I mean, I can have so many filtered reviews from legitimate clients who really went out of their way to write something, but because Yelp thinks it's fake, that can definitely affect someone like me who utilizes the web presence and who utilizes search engine optimization. I think it's a major problem, and Peter, you're absolutely right. Yelp is facing a lot of problems because it's this pay-to-play mentality.
Exactly.
You pay me for advertising, and then I'll make sure that some of these reviews get filtered by the automatic filter.
So, Peter, as a consumer out there, should I just blow off all of these things? I mean, all of these reviews everywhere, they're just all garbage.
And
I should just ignore them.
Here's what it comes down to. You have a Facebook page, okay, and you have friends in your network, personal friends that you trust. I know this because you haven't approved my friend request yet. But you go onto this Facebook page. If you're going to dinner or you want to ask someone where to go or what you ask people you trust. We covet who we know. I don't know anyone on Yelp, but you know what? I have friends all over the world, and when I want a good restaurant in someone's city, I'm going to ask them because their trust is on the line. That's social currency. Yelp has no social currency. Why should I trust anyone on Yelp or any of those review sites? I don't know who those people are. They could be getting paid. There's no value in it.
I know, but how do you know that your friend's taste in food is any good? Why don't you just go to Zagat's? I mean, I don't know. I like my friends. I don't know if they know good Chinese food from bad Chinese food. I'm not going to ask them either.
You're more likely to trust them.
Let me say this, though. I think consumers are savvy enough to be able to look at all the reviews, not just on Yelp, but other search engines to see, okay, maybe I need to really try this business or try this entity out for myself. And the difference between that bar that you were talking about before where people are saying, look, I'll give you an incentive if you come to my bar, is that these people can go there and they're real people. They can say, I went there because I got a free pitcher of beer, but I hated this place. You know what I mean? Whereas these reputation management companies are creating fake profiles of people that don't exist and cannot like or dislike something.
But I'm wondering, is there any way to clean it up? I mean, Attorney General Schneiderman is now trying to go out there and bust some of the companies that, I mean, they advertise on the radio. I hear them all the time saying, reputation builder. We can clean up your reputation online. And I didn't realize they meant that they were going to write fake stuff, but apparently that's the case. days. So can he clean up this business at least a little bit? Is there any hope? Peter, what do you think?
The way it works is that it's similar to Google's reviews. You know, if you have enough positive things out there, the negative things will go to the bottom. But Google's smart enough, and all the other sites are smart enough to recognize, okay, too many, this must be fake. It's the same way that the AG went after credit fixing services several years ago, and payday loan services. This is another prey on innocent, at this point, small businesses who don't know any better and think, oh, well, they say they can help me. I would love to see the whole category of non-trusted reviews just get shut down.
I always think when I see like the 12 glowing reviews of the restaurant online that was, you know, that person's manager and then their mom and then the waitress.
Right,
and anyway, we got to go. Guys, thank you so much for clearing that up. I'm going to ignore the reviews from now on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up.